as I've mentioned, we're out and about today at the broadcasting from the Bootle Leisure Centre as part of our local election coverage. Now, if you can hear some water in the background, it's because we're right by the swimming pool. So just painting a picture there for you. Not too far away from where we are this morning is Hugh Baird College, rated as outstanding by Ofsted. It offers a range of subjects and qualifications. Inspectors described it as transforming the lives of young people across the region, which is what you want to hear from an educational college. Later in the programme, we'll be speaking to students from the college's A-level and vocational campuses about what they're studying and what local issues are important to them, whether they can vote or not. Well, I've been talking, like I mentioned, to Hugh Baird's College Principal and Chief Executive, Rachael Hennigan OBE, lovely lady, about her links to Bootle and why she loves learning.
It was funny because when I look back when I was younger, Kev, I always think to myself, I never remember waking up thinking I grew up in Bootle. I always was just so associated to Liverpool. And actually, it's probably not till I've come back I've realised that there is a distinction. And actually, being from Bootle is something that I'm unbelievably proud of. But when I grew up, I always remember it being, I was having a conversation with someone about it the other day, and it always felt warm. Now, I don't know whether that was just because my mum provided a childhood that was full of security and safety, but it just always felt like the sun was shining. And I suppose, if I'm being honest, Kevin, it always felt like someone was sat on a step. And there was always a neighbour, and there was a really strong sense of a community. So that's what I remember growing up in Bootle. Yeah, a place where you always recognised everybody, and the sun always felt like it was shining a little bit. I look back on those times and I think, was it really like that? But that's what it felt like to me.
Well, then that's most important. That means that your mum and the family around you have done their job, then, doesn't it?
Definitely.
If you felt like that as a kid. The position that you've got now, Hugh Baird College Principal and Chief Exec, you actually did your A-levels at Hugh Baird. Where you are now as a principal, could you ever, I guess you could never imagine that, could you?
Oh, every single day. So I've been here now 6 years, and there's not a day that I don't think to myself, how did I get here? I grew up in Cambridge Road. I can practically see my house from the office that I sit in now. Yeah. And I never imagined one day that I'd either be a teacher at the college or be a principal at the college. It is a little bit like of a fairy tale story. So I grew up in Bootle, and now I've come back to the college to work with some amazing people and to interact with some superb students and to really make a difference on life. And all I'll say is my mum and my nan think I rule the world as a consequence. I think they think I run the country, not Hugh Baird College. But it is, there's not a day that I don't look and think, what a brilliant place to be. What an achievement to come from this place and to be working in such an important organisation to Bootle. Yeah, it's a privilege. Yeah, well, you're a testament to the students and the staff there. I've had the pleasure of spending the day there and meeting some of the students who are absolutely incredible. What's your vision then, Rachael, for the college and for the people of all ages who are students there? Yes. So we've been on a journey for the last 5 years, and I think we've really moved and improved ourselves as a college to our locality. We had a vision 5 years ago to be the best college in the country, not because Ofsted told us so, or not because the Department for Education told us so, but because actually our staff told us so, our students told us so, and our local community. And I would say that we've moved in that direction. We're an anchor organisation, and we fully understand our place in Bootle and the importance of us in Bootle, not just delivering qualifications, Kev, but actually making sure that we are working with other organisations to get the best out of our people. I genuinely believe that we are an organisation that can and does transform lives. So that's our purpose, to make sure that we're removing any barriers for the people in our locality to get the best possible education and go on and get the best jobs and live the best lives, Kev. Really does open doors. I failed my A-levels first time round, and I came to Hugh Baird College and I resat them. That opened a door to university. My university opened a door to get in to be a teacher, and then education, because I'm in that sector, has just allowed me to be in this position that I am now. And I watch my colleagues, Kev, every single day totally change lives, develop knowledge, skills within people that lead them to really positive prospects. So I think it is instrumental. But you could say, Kevin, biased. So. You mentioned your nan and your mum, Rachael, saying that, they think I run the country. That brings me nicely on to this, because we're talking about Sefton, because there'll be local elections across the borough pretty soon. And for you as an educator, what are your priorities and what would you like to say to those decision makers? Yeah, I think for me, Bootle is a place of ambition, and it's about advocating for that even more. Bootle and Sefton produce really talented, hard-working people, and I think it is our job, my job in this position, and whoever is in a position of influence, to make sure that they're opening the doors for them and raising their aspirations. So I think if I was talking to anyone who was making those key decisions, it would be really raise the profile of education and really invest in education, because ultimately these people are the ones who are going to lead on and make the country even better. So that's what I'd say, Kev.
So inspirational and lovely talking to Rachael Hennigan there, OBE as well, Hugh Baird College Principal and Chief Executive.